Before technology, advertisement used to look like this. Notice the way the actors act and how they talk about the product.
Kool-Aid, Kool-Aid, a 5-cent package makes 2 quarts of Kool-Aid, Kool-Aid, 9 great flavors, the drink you love. Kool-Aid, Kool-Aid,
For the very best drink you ever made,
Kool-Aid, Kool-Aid,
be sure that the envelope says Kool-Aid.
You can give your youngsters a lot of pleasure with Kool-Aid. You know it's pure and good. It has the Parents Magazine seal. And it's so thrifty. A 5-cent package makes 2 full quarts.
Now here's a clip of a more recent commercial. Pay attention and see how technology has changed the commercials.
Working on Kool-Aid Jammers. Orange? How'd you know?
Mind if we look around?
Kool-Aid Jammers with 10% real fruit juice and vitamin C. I'm working on lemonade too. Jamming to gear, jamming to clear with orange and lemonade. Oh yeah.
As you can tell, the two commercials are very different. Over the years, advertising has changed the way we view advertising. This is because technology has had an effect on that. There are many influences that made this change. The World Wide Web has had a huge influence on how we view the media. The study done in January showed that over 747 million adults logged onto the World Wide Web in January. This is because with the web, people are allowed to control what we want to research and view.
Modern technology allows us to skip 30-second commercials on TV. Many alternative forms of ads have appeared. I researched what these were and why they were effective. One type of alternative advertisement you're probably familiar with is product placement. Product placement is more common than many people realize. While it is often easy to spot, it can also be quite subtle. This form of advertisement is popular for things which are hard to sell using commercials, such as the Smith & Wesson Model 29 featured in the Dirty Harry movies.
But Ian, this is a 44 Magnum, the most powerful handgun in the world, and would blow your head clean off. You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
Drugs are also commonly sold through product placement because there's less regulation with this form of advertising. Unlike typical commercials, drug companies are not forced to list the side effects of their products. It's easy to imagine how helpful this is.
Side effects may include upset stomach, headache, dry mouth, fatigue, insomnia, indigestion, sweating, constipation, decreased sex drive, menstrual complaints, dizziness, mild tremors, weakness, yawning, blurred vision, skin rash, sore throat, liver inflammation, abdominal pain, irregular heartbeat, increased blood pressure.
Ads in video games are another effective alternative to the 30-second spot. Video games are a huge market. Popular video games often outsell blockbuster movies. Bungie's Halo 2 outsold Pixar's The Incredibles by over $50 million on their opening weekend. More and more celebrities are lending their voices, faces, and star power to the video game industry. A major selling point for many racing games is a highly realistic car selection. This form of product placement sells both the game and the cars. The same occurs in many games and their gun selections. Gamers are not only exposed to the products, but are given a chance to use them. Research has shown that this kind of interaction leads to longer memory of the product.
An operator.
Sometimes video game characters can become brands themselves. The particular car a hero drives or gun he uses can become iconic, such as Solid Snake's legendary Springfield Operator.
It predates the implementation of the system. By some miracle, it was never recycled. It's getting tough these days finding decent guns that aren't controlled.
A final alternative to traditional advertisement is guerrilla advertisement, which uses public or unexpected space as ads. Guerrilla advertisement is designed to take advantage of our tendency to talk about unexpected ads using social networking sites, such as Facebook or Twitter. Ultimately, we do the advertising for them. These ads are often designed for a niche audience. Many of them can be hard to understand, which often causes trouble. In 2007, the Boston Police Department mistook an Aqua Teen Hunger Force advertisement for a bomb threat. Parts of the city were shut down as police were sent to disarm the ads.
As we've observed the structure of advertisements change over time, there is also an observable change in the specific content of these commercials. Two ways in which these ads have changed are in the use of humor and in the use of actors. Take a look at this next clip.
Spit out your stride gum and chew another piece already, or we'll fine you.
If you thought this last clip was funny, then you are one of many people who advertisers target with their pull method. When viewers became more powerful within the media through the means of choosing what they watch, advertisers switched their method from push to pull in order to compensate for this change in power.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a dog bed?
What kind of dog?
Oh. This kind?
Nice job.
Oh.
Stay a step ahead on the nation's fastest 3G network.
Dude, just made out with Mariah Carey.
What we see here in these last two commercials is a shift from athletes being portrayed to the portrayal of movie stars and other pop idols. Did you know that in the year 2000, 60% of the Actors Guild's profit came from commercial advertisements? This is not to say, however, that athletes are no longer used in commercials, only that pop idols and movie stars have become much more apparent.
Coke ads have been prevalent in many previous generations. They spend about $176 million in advertising each year. We will always see a Coke ad somewhere. As we can see, this Coke ad is simple, straight to the point. It depicts their product. We see this ad depicting the values of father and son enjoying a glass of Coke. A message is given on the bottom to tell the onlooker a little something about their company. The ad is simple, straight to the point, and probably cheap to produce. The purpose of this new Coke ad was to simply engage the audience. The commercial was nothing short of entertaining. It was creative, unique, and definitely would touch the audiences who watched it. The biggest differences between the two ads would include the fact that this new one probably took a lot longer to produce, and the cost to produce it was probably exponentially higher. We see a change in the way we advertise in the sense that it not only does it promote a product, it is often seen as an entertainment entity as well.
I think in general it's made it harder because there's so many different forms. Like I said before, people can pick and choose what they want to do. So you might have, you know, someone who's interested in purchasing Gatorade, but you'd have to go to two different mediums, either, you know, Facebook and the web and TV, and so that you've got to cover both bases and pay two advertising fees. I think also for a newspaper, it's also probably more difficult. I think it might go, like if the technology gets there, like brainwaves straight to your head. But kind of realistically, I think maybe more on people, where people will be the advertisers, because you can't really avoid people. So I think, you know, it'll go to celebrities. They'll start wearing big patches like they do in, you know, European soccer. You'll have JVC across the front of your advertising, or NASCAR. I hate NASCAR, but you know, things like that where the advertisement is also part of whatever people are interested in.